Karen and I are just grabbing a quick bite to eat, and then we're going to make our way down to do some street photography in downtown Memphis. This is going to be a little bit different. We actually had a couple of questions come in on some of the other street photography videos that we did, and we're going to answer those questions somewhere in the middle of the video. Don't know where, but we're going to get to those questions, and we'll see you guys out there. Bye.
Bye.
Real bad boy. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Slow down. Don't go so fast.
Been a real bad boy. I've been a real bad boy on the town all night, starting to calm down with the morning light. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Hey everybody, how you doing? And welcome back. Hope you've enjoyed the first half of our photography video from Memphis, Tennessee. We are kind of changing it up a little bit here. We had a couple of questions that came in.
Through our email from our photography in Miami, Arizona.
And the other one from Scottsdale, Old
That's right.
Town Scottsdale.
Yeah.
So, actually, let's see here.
The first email was from Gloria in Arizona. And she wanted to say that I really enjoyed watching your street photography video in Miami, Arizona. But I wanted to ask, how did you make your pictures smooth looking?
So, I think what she's referring to is maybe the glow.
I think so, because some of the shots that I took, in particular, there was one of an alleyway with the pink, like the fuchsia color building, and there was a cat actually sitting at the top of the stairs.
Yes.
And what I did to that shot, I mean, the detail was already there, but I wanted a little bit more of a dramatic look, but not too dramatic, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
So I added a bit of dynamic contrast, and then I actually put a soft glow on top of it, just to soften it. And what that did is it also brightened the colors.
It does.
That were already in the photo.
Yeah,
so,
and I did the same thing as well. I think just because of the area that we were in, it was really run down. It was hard looking. There's a lot of different textures that were available. And for me, it was kind of surreal. So I wanted to kind of create a surreal environment with my images. So I went heavy with the glow on mine,
on some of them.
But yeah, I think that's what she's talking about. And the glow does add that extra little oomph to the colors.
It brightens it just slightly.
Yeah, and then actually adding a little bit more of vibrancy and saturation too kind of helps along with that and doesn't over increase the hard edge of the lines of your image.
Because my thing with the image is I don't want to change what was there.
Right.
I just want to slightly accentuate what was there. I want in my shots them to be real.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I saw.
Yep.
And some of, like you had mentioned, the edgy doorways, like there was a lot of boarded up wooden doorways, and just the texture of the old wood was just really neat to photograph, and with
It
the
was.
angles that you could get.
Yeah, and the one shot that you actually got of the bird coming out of the hotel,
Oh,
which,
yeah.
by the way, that's the whole reason why we actually went there, was
That's
there was
right.
an old hotel that
On
was
the
out on the
main
main
street.
road. Yeah.
That's right.
And we wanted to actually get pictures of that, and then we, luckily enough, we kind of found downtown Miami. But like I was saying, the one shot that you got of
the dove coming
Yeah.
out of the building.
Yeah, that one was really nice.
Yeah,
We're
it
actually
was
going to put
neat.
that one up for everyone to take a look
Yeah.
at. But once again, using that glow to help create that soft or smooth look that Gloria is talking about,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one of those add-ons that I think worked really well with the area that we were in.
I think so.
Yeah.
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 And then we had, you had mentioned earlier that we had a question from our old Scottsdale.
Right.
Old town Scottsdale.
Yeah, and that was from, you know what, I'm going to let you read it because you got your glasses
I have
on, man. I didn't.
I have my eyes on.
Yeah.
Keith from Arizona. He said, I've been to Old Town Scottsdale many times to take pictures, but I have to say I thought your video presentation of the street was very good. I will be heading back there with a renewed interest. I would like to know, what lens type do you recommend for that type of photography?
Okay, so you know what? First of all, actually, Gloria and Keith, thank you very much. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are watching the videos and enjoying them.
And following us.
Yeah, most definitely. And you know what? If you have any questions with respect to photography and you like the content that you see, guys, definitely give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you can know when we're going live again.
Mm-hmm.
But back to Keith's question. You know what? Why don't you answer it first, because your camera's different than mine.
Yeah, I use a Sony RX10 Mrk4. It's actually a bridge camera, so it's a fixed lens.
Yeah.
But the versatility of it is what I really enjoy. It's very lightweight. You get some really clear shots.
Most definitely.
And I can go all the way out to 600 zoom.
Yeah.
So to me, it's comfortable. It's easy to maneuver.
I think the running joke between the two of us is generally when we're out, I'll have on my 1635 and I'll go, gee, I wish I'd brought my long lens. She goes, oh, don't worry about it. I'll get the shot for you.
Yeah, I got you covered.
I got you covered.
We'll be out and there'll be a blue heron or an eagle or a bird go by, and it's too far away for the lens you have on.
Yeah.
And there's where the versatility comes in. I can just zoom right in on it, and it's also very good for fast action. It's a very fast camera.
It is.
Your frames per second.
I think probably for me, well, you know what, to answer Keith's question, I think really when it comes down to doing street photography, just you go out with what you have. A lot of new cameras come with like an 1855, like the Canons anyways. I know they come with an 1855, and that's a nice wide angle. But for me personally, I use my 1635, and I will generally shoot between 28 millimeters, 32 millimeters, and 35 millimeters. And then when I really want to kind of really compress everything down, I'll actually use this 50 millimeter prime lens, which I bought, I think,
a few years ago.
But it's amazing. The glass in it is really good, and it's very light. I shoot with a Canon R5, and this on the R5 is it's spectacular.
Yeah.
You get some really nice clean images. And everything actually that is in the second half of the video that you're going to see was shot with the 50 millimeter in Memphis. So I think other than that, you know what? If there's one thing that I can bring up, in this day and age, I mean, you can get out there with a bloody cell phone.
Oh, they've really advanced.
They have.
They've really come a long way.
They have. I mean, there's a Canon 5D Mark II.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
that's
they've got
what we have.
phones out there that have that kind of quality now, even better. But I think the most important thing that I could say is because of the type of cameras that we have now, you've got the digital screen on the back, and I see a lot of guys do it. They'll be out, they'll take their picture, they'll look down at their digital screen to see if they got the shot, and that's probably the worst thing that you can do, because in street photography, it's like life. Everything happens in a split second. So you want to be able to be, ready. Yeah.
That's true.
Right? So I think don't look at your screen. I mean, we've got these digital cameras. You can shoot hundreds, if not thousands of images.
Well, there's many times I've gone out and I've shot 1,000 images, and out of that, I might only like 5 of them.
Yeah.
But the advantage is if there's a certain particular scene and story that I want to get, I'll take multiple pictures of it, different angles, different millimeters in, out, to see which one I like the best. The advantage of digital is you can do that.
Do you have a particular, like a millimeter setting that you use, or?
Honestly, not really, because that's why I like the versatility. There's times where I'm at 24, I'm at 94.
So you're just running
Really,
the full gamut of the actual lens then.
It's all over, and that's why I like the versatility of it, because I'm able to do that at a moment's notice.
Yeah, and you know what, going back to what you were talking about, shooting a variety of different images, that's the other thing too. With street photography, it's not just about telling a story sometimes with one image. Sometimes you can actually shoot a sequence of shots to tell your story, and you're going to actually see that with some of the images that we shot in the second section of this.
That's true.
To tell the story, sometimes it's great to actually take 2 or 3 different shots to get your story across.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, going back to what you asked, Keith, I think it's just a matter of getting out there, shooting with what you have, not looking down at your screen to see what you've got, because in that instant that you look down, you could really miss that shot of the day.
Yeah. And for me anyway, looking at it on that small screen, it's much better for me in particular anyway to look at it on my computer.
Yeah.
Because I might delete that image that I didn't care for on my screen and my camera, and yet I go back and it's like, oh, you know what? There was a picture in a picture. I shouldn't have deleted that.
Exactly.
Because I could have cropped in.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good point.
Yeah, I just, I leave it all and I come back and, you just make a coffee, sit down and go through your images.
Exactly. You know what? Just trust what you're doing out there. And if it doesn't turn out, that's what it's all about, is getting back out there and doing it again.
Yeah.
Because we're all learning. I mean, even Karen and I, we're still learning.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoy the second half. And like I said before, if you love the content that you're seeing or like the content that you're seeing, please subscribe. It helps us out immensely. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. And as always, live your best life. We'll see you again, guys. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
Hey there, buddy, are you doing all right? I'm doing great, as a matter of fact. I'm on the road. Yeah. The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. The weather is clear and the sky is blue. Anything I want, baby, I can do. I'm on the road. Yeah. The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. Let me tell you,
Hey, if you've made it this far, then hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell to know when we're back. And as always, guys, live your best life. See you in the next episode.